Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to you, wherever you are. Welcome to the early edition. Is the early edition, Coos, of Kuv and The
It's
Kang?
early. It's early, isn't it?
It
We're
is
going to
early.
expect people that aren't as drunk as usual probably are watching this.
I think that's going to really screw things up for us and them, because once they watch the show when they're sober, they're going to wonder, why the hell do I spend an hour and a half here?
That's true. It's true.
So
We feel like we're actually doing the show.
I don't think there's a point in asking for subscribers or likes today, because I have a feeling it's going to work in the opposite. So we'll just roll with it. We'll just roll with it.
Down there somewhere, whatever.
Push a button, tap a button,
It,
like a button, make love to
it.
Yeah, we like our buttons pushed. You want to do it, that's up to you. It should be interesting, though, because we did have to start an hour earlier. And then, of course, there is only the 4-hour gap between us right now in our countries instead of the traditional 5-hour gap, which we'll be back to. So 8:30 for you guys over there right now, right?
It is 2 hours early.
2 hours early. Geesh, I think a lot of people are used to us putting them to sleep, so that might screw up some sleep schedules too. Because come get to spot the bull, and they're like, "Okay, this is where I pass out."
Maybe it's preferable. Maybe it's preferable.
Oh, we'll see how it works out. We do have a handful of people already in the chat here with us, and we do have one of our at least 3 expected guests so far. Obviously, 2 being in Canada have no time management skills. I will allow one's excuse because they're spending time with their nephews. Whatever, family's more important than coming on our show. I swear that
unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable.
You know, I'm half debating dropping the first F-bomb at the beginning of the show, but as I said that, Coovs, he's just made a liar out of me. He's just made a complete ass out of me. He's just popped in the back room. You see that? You see that? You just see that. So now we're only missing 1 out of our 3.
He's how do you describe that? I think he's sort of swaggered in as though he hasn't got a care in the world about this show, hasn't he?
Well, you know what? He does have a little bit of
technically,
he is kind of the godfather of the channel. We haven't donned him that title, right? So he gets away with a little shit more. Okay. He gets away with more than others, that's for sure. You know, what you get away with is next level, but he does get a fair amount of leeway here. Do we keep stalling until the third one finally shows up? I think he's going to be really late.
So an hour and then put up some games and then just log out.
Do you not bring them in and see what happens? See how long they sit back there?
No, we better bring them on, I think.
Let's bring it, especially the one, because not only is he here on time, but he was in here early and stuff. He was ready to go. He's looking dapper. He's got his matching hat. It's the Cough, or oh shit, where's my glasses? My illegitimate twin. What's up, Cough? Hello, Benny boy.
I'm alive. I always turn up 10 minutes early for you, Bobby. You know the score. You know the score.
Reliable, handsome, funny.
The gentleman that's going to come afterwards, Aki, who's going to come afterwards. I know I told my nephews to go away because I've got to go on your show. There's loyalty.
I noticed that. Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that.
With my nephews as well. I told them to go away.
But to be fair, Ben, he did get in here 2 minutes after the show started, which means he could. But no, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I want to think that what happened is he's chilling with his nephews, enjoying some wrestling event. I believe they were watching together, streaming together overseas and whatnot. And as soon as we started the show, the notification bell came up on his phone or his tablet. And then immediately he said, "Kids, I love you. Gotta go though." Right? My Archie needs me. And we can't have an Archie duo without the second Archie. So Brian Daigle is in the house. And by the way, this is a Tottenham On Tour special. So the guys from Tottenham Tour are supposed to be here. We got 2 out of the 4 so far. We'll see if we can get further.
One of them is not going to turn up for 9 months. And
well, we told him the show was today, so he should be here February. But we're really betting.
February's okay. Yeah.
February. Yeah. Mr. Daigle, how are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. Let me just wrinkle out a few things with the iron here. A, you knew I was going to be a few minutes late because I said I was watching Crown Jewel with my nephews. B, my nephews aren't here with me. They're in London, England. So I was sharing it with them over WhatsApp. And C, I was here straight after it finished. So Thank you for the warm welcome coming back onto the show. I'm really here for the 20 people watching today.
I have no idea what he's talking about. I think we'll get away.
No,
There's a lot of anger.
Oh no, I'm feeling kind of frisky now myself.
I know. I'm not gonna lie. It got me a little bit wound up too. I'm getting aggressive there, baby. I'm getting aggressive. You want to say hi to everybody in the chat first before we actually do some work, or
Let's do it.
All right. Well, Sophia's in the house first. Ladies first. Sophia, big up. Good to see you.
Yes,
Thank you for popping in. And of course, Kate is in the house. Big up, Kate. Much love. And of course, where there's Kate, you find Jimbo. There is the best couple on YouTube by far. Next, of course, second to you. Second.
Obviously.
Of course, the man that's organising Brian's final bender, as he likes to call it, when he goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
is it? That's it. Jim's taking that responsibility on for next visit.
Please God, Jim knows that. Not please God. I always said if I ever get told, and please God, it's years and years and years and years and years away, that if I get told I've got a terminal illness, I am going back on the drink. I am going to have the best time of my life.
Live it up.
And Jim is definitely organising it.
Yeah, Jim's organising it.
Time with Jim is time well spent for sure. El Tel's in the house. Jose, so that means I believe they probably just wrapped up. Unfortunately, I missed you, Jose. I just got back from the kids' football myself here, so hopefully the show went well, mate. Jim and they're all just saying hello to each other, and then we'll flip down here. Andrew Gregory, of course, as always, is in the house. Big up, Andrew. Good to see you here. Ash is already here as well. Good to see you, Ash. Adrian here. Good evening to you, sir. Lots of love going out. Kate, thank you. Big up. Love you guys, man. And is this a Three Spurs Boys Lunatic Asylum? Is it technically because the two lunatics I've got locked in the trunk of the car right now. Mama Kate is trying to get the kids out. Apparently, I'm not. That's bad parenting on my part. Yeah. Whatever. I'm not going to get into that, right? So Jim is just saying hello to everybody here. Chris is here as well, the number one Naggin bar in the world. So good to see you, my man. Roy's in the house already as well. Good to see you, Roy. Mr. 10-inch himself, Alan Sibley. Good evening to you. Ash. Ash, we're going to get into that a little bit there. We are the only unbeaten team is correct. We got that in. Andrew sending you some love there, Benny boy. Alan Lake seeing Arteta crying. Brian's getting some love too. Nick, we're on early. Good to see you, buddy. Unfortunately, with the 4-hour time difference between you guys, and we had to I got a dinner thing to go, and Mr. Ireland is going to the Maple Leafs game tonight, I believe. So hopefully he'll be joining us shortly as well.
We're going early because he wanted to come on. So
you're going to?
Yeah.
No.
You meant the show is going. Yeah.
The reason we're doing the show early is because he wanted the show to go early, and he's not here.
Yeah, unbelievable. I'm telling you, these Canadians, man, unreliable. So, Patty, you asked the question, noise. We answer it. What's that?
That was a nice noise. Opening a can. It's only one.
Oh, boo. Is it one of those ones that's
if you want
cover?
Kids, I can get out a My Little Pony beer.
What's that? Seriously, a My Little Pony beer? Shut up.
No, it's called, it was, when I drank it a couple of days ago, it's called Kranaken. It is a sour IPA.
Kranaken. I thought that was a My Little Pony version of Kraken, the Kraken or something.
And it is raspberry, honey, and whiskey flavors. And it wasn't great.
I was going to say, it sounds good.
Whiskey, raspberry, and honey IPA.
And honey.
Yeah.
God, see, things like that make it happy. I don't drink anymore. Because that sounds absolutely.
There's a benefit to it. See,
it's so sweet. Like I had a vitamin pill afterwards, and it tasted exactly like the vitamin pill.
Nice. Audio's in the house. Big up 80. Audio. Jason Bell is in the house. Yeah, we're a bit early today, man. So hopefully I haven't screwed up too many people's schedules here, but a few people saying hello to everybody. Yeah, Nick, this way Nick might be able to stay awake through the whole stream, Alan.
Yeah.
Well played. Louis, good evening. Good to see you. Arsenal has been hampered. So where did you buy that beer, Jim, quickly?
I bought it at my local tap room, New Breed Bottle Shop on Loughton High Road. But you can get them online. You can get it from Northern.
No, don't tell him where to get it online. If he's got to come to your local, that means he's going to have to come to the shop with Kate and visit you as well. It's a bonus for you, my mate.
It's a collaboration between Northern Monk and Vault City.
There you go, Jim.
What's going on with the drink?
It looks
Turn
like
back
you
to
order
Zero
that,
Land.
yeah, you order that sort of thing with a box of like Japanese or Korean sweets. It looks like that sort of thing.
Something like that. So Spurs, guys, quickly, a few people touched on it in the chat already. Obviously, we're very distraught for Arsenal loss. Yes, this is where we're going to take 5 seconds to just point and laugh. That's it. So we currently sit as the only undefeated team in the EPL. Mr. Daigle, how's that make you feel, sir?
Brilliant. It couldn't have, listen, I'm so happy it went down to us and them and who lost first. And it was us that have been we listen, I've already put a tweet out saying, and then there was one. And I know people are bookmarking it just in case something happens on Monday. But I'm like, do you know what? We only need a win or a draw to keep that record going. And we will. And not only that, the record books will say the last undefeated team, whether we lose on Monday or not, was Tottenham Hotspur this season. So it's another achievement for Ange. It's another achievement for the club. And
going unbeaten the entire year, Brian. Unbeaten. Yeah, every game 7-3. Doubles on and on.
You've lost me a little bit. You lost me a little bit there, Brian. Even if we what on Monday?
Even if we draw.
Oh, draw. I understand. I thought I heard some strange word for a second there. It was,
yeah.
No, I said if we win or we draw, the record continues.
Okay.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, that was close. That was close.
Yeah, I heard somebody the other day mention this word beginning with Elwood. I didn't know what it was.
You want to check it, Koos? Take a look.
Kuva. I still love that.
Yeah, it's safe. Yeah, it was the whole of the chat wasn't over the whole of the line, so it's okay.
Okay, fair enough. You're lucky. Benny, you started getting into it, so carry on, my man. What do you think? Spurs currently undefeated, sitting pretty at the top of the food chain. Everything's good. So big up, Hanno, by the way. Good to see you in here.
We're going to dedicate this portion of the show to talk about another £60 million useless footballer. We're going to talk about Kai Havertz.
Oh,
Kai Havertz is so bad. He makes Richarlison look world class.
He's a Chelsea fan. That's why we're
Kai Havertz.
You'll be in 14th on Monday, mate. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Benny.
Kai Havertz is a waste of space. I have no idea why they thought it was a good idea to spend the amount of money they spent on him.
Exactly. Ben, I was about to say, he's not a waste of space.
So bad.
He's not a waste of space. He's a £65 million
waste of space. He is so bad. Kai, there are no words for it. He might be, for pound, the worst signing in the Premier League.
And only 65 million.
I think when we joke about building cinemas instead of getting signings, I think they genuinely would have been better off with a cinema.
Yeah. At least there's entertainment cinema.
At least you'd get some entertainment in the cinema.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
Mr. Happy, Mr. Enthusiastic, Mr. Happy to go. We are still undefeated, buddy. The train is rolling on. How does that make you feel, man? Is that smile broadening even more? Because I know you've been beaming for about 10 weeks now.
How does that make me feel? Pretty good. Yeah, why not? If you can't brag about this kind of thing, what's the point? There's no point there. Oh, yeah, it'll come to an end at some point. You know, it hasn't yet. So keep enjoying it. It's going to keep going until it ends. Yeah. When's that going to be? I don't think it's going to be Monday. I don't. When are we going to lose next? Can't even tell you. I genuinely feel like the only difficult game we've got coming up is Man City.
Yeah. Yeah, and they did the business today. They smacked around Bournemouth without the robot scoring, so that was shocking. Guys, I wanted to touch on this in this here. We just went through a recent list of the most expensive players we've signed, the 10 most expensive in recent history. And this is all in pounds, UK pounds. So 54 for Ndombele, 52.2 for Richie, Romero 44, Sanchez 37. Obviously, all the numbers are up there. I don't need to read them all out to you. When we look at that list, though, the standout obviously is Romero. He has just been absolutely phenomenal. I don't think any of us would disagree that he has just been a great investment and buy. And that's where, for me, the list ends.
Yeah. The Melo's all right.
Well, that's what I was going to, but I'm saying in terms of world class made a difference, right? And then I dropped down to average or decent for Sissoko and Lamela. And I think the rest kind of just would be easily, would they be classified as disappointments? Kuva, we'll start with you on this one.
I need to say this again.
Okay. Kuva Daigle, we'll start this time.
I'll say this on this list every single time. Every single time his name's brought up, I will defend Soldado. And the reason I will defend Soldado is we scouted and bought him because he scored 25 goals plus in the Liga 5 years in a row. But he played in a 4-4-2. And he played with a big man playing alongside him. Then we buy him. And then we say, well, guess what? You're now playing with a 1. And the wingers like Townsend and Lennon are going to come and make the space, and other players that you need to make the space for the deep. We bought a striker that wasn't fit for the role. If we had a Peter Crouch with him or another striker with him, Soldado would have been a roaring success. But why do you buy a striker who plays a game one way and then go, right, we bought you because you score goals, but we're going to ask you to play in a complete different way to where you score your goals? So was Soldado a disappointment? He was, but that wasn't Soldado's fault. That was the club's poor recruitment. That was the club's poor use of him. But also, you look at it, if it weren't for him, Harry Kane wouldn't have come through. So it's swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, that makes sense. Would you guys agree with that? Was Soldado basically left hung out to dry?
I think there was a little bit more to it as well. His form certainly dipped as well. When he was getting chances, he started missing too. So I think you put all of it together, change of country. He had some horrendous things happening off the pitch with family. And, it all got on top of him, and it just didn't work out for him. When he left, he looked like a shell of the player he once was.
Yeah.
So I think it's unfortunate. There's a combination of reasons for it, but you can't ignore the fact that, as Brian said, we bought a 4-4-2 striker for to play the holding role up front, the lone striker, the thing that's fine if you're a Adebayor or Harry Kane, but not if you're a Soldado. You're going to struggle.
Fair enough. Let's add a little bit to this conversation. By adding it to it, we will add Mr. Ireland, who has decided to finish the, I had stuff to do, but I will finally show up. So thank you, Brian Ireland. So 3 out of the 4 of the Tottenham On Tour crew are here. How are you doing?
And you're on mute as well.
And he's on mute. Didn't he start the show the other day like this too?
Yes.
Still on mute.
Where do you guys normally sit? Where are you?
You guys hear me now?
No, there we go.
I didn't have my fan power on my mic, and I haven't had to do this for a long time because I've been streaming with my USB mic. So my apologies, guys. I'm sorry about that, but I'm here.
No, it's all good, buddy. You're here. That's all that matters. Looking sharp. How did the move go? Everything work out?
It's
all
good.
right?
It's good. I'm still like halfway through it. Most of it's done. I think my studio is in my living room, and Daigle will tell you it's not a large living room, so I'm in a little crammed, but it's great, and my girlfriend's being very patient with me. The rest of my stuff is in the car, and then I've got some more stuff to pick up. I'm doing well. How about Arsenal losing today, by the way?
Oh, that's actually what we were just actually on that. That was the first one we talked about. So by all means, man, throw your 2 cents in.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they're a bit hard done by. If I'm honest, I'm gonna be truthful about it. I think most people have to. The VAR and the refereing was a shambles. I don't know if you guys saw his post match interview. I watched it in the car on the way home or listened to it, and I think he has every right to be mad. I mean, the ball going out of play, I can get one way or the other on that because the angle's weird, but the shove for the goal is pretty blatant. So I understand why the meltdown happened, but it's also fun to watch Arteta meltdown. So
I actually missed it. I was at the kids' football all day, so I have not.
You didn't even see it yet? Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it though.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the Arsenal streams as well. Not that I want to make fun of them.
Oh yeah, you do.
I do. I try.
It's too much fun to make fun of them.
I don't care.
I think even the shove for the goal was debatable because it depends which angle you looked at. It really looked
it is. It's debatable, but I think the referee on the pitch got it wrong. Like it is enough impedance, I think, to cause the guy to fall. But just the way the VAR tried to manage it, I thought was just absurd because they're checking all these little detailed things. It took 8 minutes, I think, for them to get through it, only to just leave the call in the field. Like, what's the point then? Just leave the call in the field, and just such a waste of time and hard to watch. It just but also hilarious because it's Arsenal. But when
I was going to say, Steve saying whatever the VAR decision was, it's the first one they've got right all season.
They had Kuva. They had Kuva this week.
It would have been much funnier if it was really blatant as well. Like the ball was.
Yeah, if it was blatant, if it wasn't on the edge, 100% it would have been funnier.
He choke slammed the defender to the ground.
Yeah,
that would have been good.
Nothing wrong with that. Quickly, chat.
The most important thing is you're right. It was funny.
It was funny, and that's really I got out of it. Both that it happened to Arsenal, that they lost their first game of the season, that they didn't score, and that Arteta had a meltdown, and it just all of that was entertaining as hell.
Yeah.
What does everybody else think about the fact when they're complaining about the ball going out of play? I don't know about everybody else. I learned this at school: play to the whistle.
Correct.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
So for that fact alone, I think they deserve to get a goal against them.
Yeah, and it's a funny
one.
You
guys are going to give me a bit of context to this. And what happened?
They don't have the right angle. Okay, so the play starts with the ball getting crossed along the 6-yard box and goes to the touchline. And when it gets to the touchline, you can see green between the ball and the line. But we all know that the ball is spherical. And so if you stood above it, the ball probably would still be hitting the line, which means it's in play. But what Kuva's saying essentially is that no matter what, if the whistle doesn't play there, you don't stop. Everybody keeps going. And it did seem like the Arsenal players kind of oh, what's going on? The ball went out of bounds, but the ref doesn't blow his whistle, so keep playing. And then the ball gets crossed back in, and then I think it's Gabriel was on the back of one of the Newcastle's players, puts his arms on him, and you can kind of see it's kind of a shove, but it's kind of soft as well, and he goes down pretty easily, and then the other player smacks it in, and the goal goes in. So all these kind of bits and pieces that happen one after the other. That's basically the gist of it. I don't know if you guys have anything to add, but that's pretty much what I saw happen.
I'm waiting to watch it on Match of the Day. I'm waiting to watch it on Match of the Day.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet, Brian?
Nope. No. Looking forward to it more than ever.
Yeah.
I'm still I'm having what's called an existential crisis to have myself, Ireland, and Daigle on the screen, and not one of us as the host. That's really weird to me. It's so weird.
Welcome our guests. Welcome. Papa Can, Papa Soda. Enjoy.
I did watch the whole game, and from my point of view, Arsenal really didn't create enough to deserve winning it anyway. They were very poor.
Well, let's hope it stays like that. Ash is saying we could have played that whole goal out to Looney Tunes music, so maybe an edit is coming for
maybe a little Benny Hill.
Ireland. I'm looking at you. Kaufman, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, some Benny Hill music would have been perfect.
One of those, eh? That good.
Well,
now
fast motion,
You know what? Let's just wrap up the stream. Everybody, go look at the Arsenal highlights. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like and sub button on the way out.
Arsenal fans being chill, everyone.
I was going to say, I like mixed comments here.
I haven't watched Arsenal Fan TV for years now. I just cannot be asked with it anymore.
Yeah.
It's not funny anymore because they were good for a season. So it's only fun when they're melting down. So I'm sure today would be perfect to watch it. It'd be entertaining as well.
Yeah.
I like that. Steve D is converting.
He's done with absolutes. There you go.
Going in the gym train.
Oh, that's fantastic. The ball's out of offside, then the push. And Gabriel waited and he milked it. Oh, okay. So it's all Gabriel's fault then, basically. Yeah. 63 in here and only 20 likes.
Smash it.
That alone's enough to. Yeah, that's a. Do we end the stream? I don't know. We normally don't have to. That's not really something we worry about here because normally we got 20 likes because we only got 20 viewers. So thanks, Saba. By the way, appreciate everybody coming over from the raid here. Yeah, and so that's enough of that. Then we moved on here, Ireland, and this is what we basically talked about. This is how much we've spent a small fortune on these players over the last little while. These are 10 most expensive signings in the last little while. One stands out, obviously, with Romero being the star there. As far as I'm concerned, nobody else is at the level or got to the level that Romero is currently at, and looking to increase. So that
can I
basically.
Can I just ask a question, Bobby, very quickly? Why is Van der Ven and Madison not in there?
These were basically previous signings before this window. We're looking at our past transfer activity.
Came in.
Yeah, this is this is because right now we're in a new era under Ange, the way I look at it. Sense. So we're looking at pre-Ange era kind of thing. I appreciate you asking that question, Brian, because actually I should have explained it and said that. So what I wanted to lead into that from there was in January then, do we look at big money or smart money signings? Kuvs, I'll let you take it from here, my man, and then you can direct it to where you want.
Now, as far as I'm concerned, that list alone proves we go for the smart signings. What's happened this season? Vicario, Van der Ven, the Doggy. Look at the way they're playing. The Basuma, they weren't huge signings. Well, we spent a bit on Madison, but in today's transfer windows, he's really value for money as well. So I think it's just identifying the weakest parts of the team, spend wisely, go out and get ourselves the equivalent of another Van der Ven, another Udogie, another Vicario. We've managed to pick out decent players for good money now. If we fill the squad with those sorts of players, we're going to be going places without doubt. Absolutely without doubt.
Yeah. And that's pretty much so far what the chat is agreeing with. Who's next, Coops?
Oh, go on, Ben. Go on, Ben.
I mean, we don't need first-team players. We need backups. Our first 11 is very decent. It's the drop-off when a Madison comes off and Lo Celso comes on. It's the drop-off from when, let's say, actually, the only first-team player we probably need another winger to play instead of Richarlison, because Richarlison is just not doing it for me. But we need a backup for Van der Ven and a backup for Romero. We need a backup for Udogie. We need squad players. So there are a few squad players that are going to be out of contract come the end of the season. And I wouldn't be mad if we got someone like a Tony Kroos as a squad player. Probably be stupid money. But a Tony Kroos as a squad player to come off the bench and be that, experienced player to help this younger team get through a game, it might be great. We need backups. So smart signings all the way. Don't need to spend big money. Just need good players that are going to help round out the squad.
Chris Peters is saying we need a striker, which means then if we do get a starting one, Sonny goes back to the left. Kuv, who do you want to address that into the conversation? Which one? Which B down there?
Let's go for if I just say Brian, that doesn't work. How about Canadian Brian? Oh no, wait, that doesn't work either.
Only one of us is Canadian. Truly, only one of us is Canadian.
Not for much longer, Ireland. Not for much longer.
I know. I just said truly. I just thought about right now, not for what happens in the future.
Or we go for angry Brian.
Present Canadian Brian and future Canadian Brian.
There you go.
Mr. Daigle, take us away.
There you go. Go on, Daigle.
Okay, so what we're talking about. Listen, there's Valise there already.
Yes.
Who's starting to come on. He got his first goal of the week. Yes, I do think we need a striker to help Son out, not to replace him. Son stays there now. Son doesn't go back to the left.
That's what I'm thinking,
Son is our number one striker now. That's it. There is no, okay, we're going to bring a striker in so you can go back there. He is our best player in that position, and he is one of the most devastating finishers in Europe at the moment. The run he's on. You do not say, okay, we're going to move you back out wide where you're less effective. We need people, like I said, this market, this January, I'm solely basing it on how quickly these players come in. I don't care where they come from. I don't care where they play, as in what league they're playing in. I don't care about the value. I don't care about the money. I don't care. As long as they're here quick and improve the squad, we've had success. That is the only metric I'm using. But for some, I think Valencia's going to start getting more minutes. But if we get a strike, I don't think it's the necessity. I don't think it's the main thing we need.
Fair enough.
Mr. Ireland.
Yeah, just in regards to the Sonny thing, I agree with Brian. I think Sonny up the middle is going to only get better. You can see he's just getting more and more fox in the box, scoring those goals. That we used to get from Kane sometimes, and he's really taken to that. So I don't think that is a priority, especially with Feliz coming through as an alternative. Especially he plays a bit different than Sonny does. In regards to the expensive players, if I go with what Ange said, I think he said in an interview in the last couple of days or last week sometime, basically like it isn't about how much you spend, it's how you spend. So, I'm paraphrasing here, essentially saying it's about the characters of the players and the way they sort of come across and how they're going to be a part of the team. That's what's more important than than how much they cost. I'd rather spend 20 million on a player who's got the right attitude and is going to play for the team and is going to be part of the group than spending a ton of money on a player who maybe will be following the same list that you posted before, Bobby, with the Soldados of the world. We don't need that. It doesn't work. It hasn't worked for us ever. And that's the evidence of it. And I think Ange knows that, and he's going to make good choices on the players types of players he's looking for, both just the quality of what they bring on the pitch, but also their mentality.
I just add to that as well that Ange even said in his press conference yesterday, that he wants his players in quick.
Yeah.
So
Ash just put this comment in here. Where did it go? Right here. She said a center back has to be
100%.
On day one.
Agreed.
So that's the one area pretty much all the fans and everybody we see how far.
I'd probably add left back into that as well. We've seen Udogie gone.
But Cess is coming back.
Cess is coming back, and maybe in the system it works for him. So it's worth a shot to take a punt on him.
But I will tell you, as soon as Cess is back, he'll be gone again.
Yeah,
someone will pour milk on the wheat mix, and his hamstring will go again. So yeah, don't. I like Cess as a player, but you can't trust him and rely on him now. And we can't say, oh, you might look at the history of what he's done.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with you, but also to take into account that was when he was starting off the bench. Maybe that's the way to sort of manage his injury problem. But I agree with you. It isn't reliable. It isn't reliable.
So he's a 20-minute max player a game. Yeah.
Well, I think with the centre back issue, if we did get a naturally left-sided one in there, cover for Van der Ven. Van der Ven can easily play out on the left wing back position if needed too. So just getting somebody in that kind of
also true.
Naturally left-sided, it gives us those options. We can shuffle a few things around. Nick in the comments section has always said, we've got the GOAT. We don't need a left back. But I'll tell you what. I don't. Obviously, you know I don't rate him. But against Palace, he came on and gave us exactly what we needed against them because Jordan Ayew was out muscling everybody, and Emerson came on and dealt with it.
He was good. He was good. He looks a little uncomfortable just when it comes to like what to do going forward, just because you can tell he's he's not comfortable with the other side as much as he would be. But defensively, very sound. I thought when he came on.
I have to say, I would much rather. I'd much rather Emerson at left back than Van der Ven. I don't want to see him split from Romero ever. Don't split up one of the biggest strengths of our squad. Don't do it.
No, but I mean, at a push, Brian. If we're in an injury crisis,
I'd rather Emerson. In all honesty, I'd rather Emerson, unless you did Ashley.
Oh, Nick is so giddy right now. I could just picture him smiling at the screen, listening.
Smiling and giggling.
Go ahead, Drago. Sorry.
I'll pick up Ruben. Yeah. Happy birthday for. Oh no, it's not Monday tomorrow, is it? Happy birthday for Monday, Ren.
It is Irish Hotspur's birthday today, though. So happy birthday to David, man.
Big up, David. Actually, it might be tomorrow for Ren now because it may be Sunday in Australia. So it may be happy birthday tomorrow, or it could be happy birthday. Either way,
happy birthday to all the people whose birthday it is over the week.
Happy birthday! If it wasn't happy birthday to you, Kuva, the cough.
That beer you're drinking there, Benny, looks great. I'm gonna go get one. Stand by.
It's another pink one, but this one is not. This is not a sour IPA with raspberries in it. This is a normal beer.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
There you go. There you go. Everybody's just quickly saying,
I think Brian England's been drinking already because his room is looking blurred. Brian England, did I say? Brian
England, yeah.
What I missed? What I missed? I missed something.
Brian England.
No. Brian England.
Why do I know that name?
Speaking of Brian's, Brian, how's the cat doing so far?
Excuse me! Quiet! It's game time.
Not in that video, but I seriously do want to know how is
he's finding out. He's come out of his playpen today, and he's spent most of the afternoon underneath the couch.
Yeah,
but he is coming out and interacting a bit, and then he hides back under the couch. He's getting more and more sociable. He's getting there.
I hear you, man. I remember when Little K was like that too. He'd come out slowly, hide under the couch. Only when he was seeing me in the morning. But guys, it is time for Guess the Footballer. So a little quick game for you here.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know, Bobby, I don't need to guess any of those footballers. I know all of them.
Yeah.
Those ones are the easy ones, buddy, but that's not the way we play the game. So basically, I will give you 10 hints towards the player. Of course, there's 10 points available when we start. Each hint reduces a point available to you. The Kuvmeister himself will be the sexy Scandinavian, will be keeping track of scores there. A wrong guess does get you a minus point. So let's get going with the first player. I will make it. This one's so easy. You guys should get 10 points on this. Shout out your answer whenever you're ready. And I have won the Premier League 6 times.
Ryan Giggs.
And that's -1 for Mr. Daigle there.
A lot more. Fucking hell, Jesus.
That's it. That's okay. You can just keep going into minuses. We don't mind. Koopa was happy to chalk up that minus.
Wayne Rooney.
And there's Mr. Ireland with a -1. So right now the Kaufman is leading at 0. I was born May.
I was just gonna sit there and not say anything, and we'll just like
pretty smart. I was born May 2nd, 1957. Oh, sorry, 1975. Jesus, I can't.
Yeah, that'd be an old.
That changes it quite a bit. So he's my age.
1975. No guesses there. So I was born in Leytonstone, England.
David Beckham.
There you go. So that was on the third hit there. So there you go. Eight points there for 8 points there for Benny, -1 and -1 for the Bryans down there.
I don't need to answer for the rest.
Roy Keane, Silva, Nick Arthur threw it in there as well. So on to the second player. I retired from football at the age of 39. I came out of retirement briefly to be a player coach for the Delhi Dynamos in the Indian Super League. Really? I thought that would definitely give it to you guys. Okay. I have represented my country 125 times, scoring 11 goals.
Not a striker.
Wow. I was born April 10th, 1975. I made my international debut in 1992. Guys, some of these easy hints here.
Very easy.
My parents'
easy
names
for you. You actually know the answer. So
that's good too. Don't get so technical, Mr. Ireland. My parents' names are Vera Lucia and Oscar da Silva.
Roberto Carlos.
There you go.
Ugh.
So that's 5 points there for Mr. Daigle, bringing his total up to 4 since he was -1. And actually, wow, shockingly, Nick was quite a few. Everybody got it right, and they were getting it earlier. Wow, yeah. Paddy Hartnett is now officially. If there's a block, if somebody can block Paddy for a bit, please. I've always wanted to do it, but I realize I don't do that on the show. But we should block somebody for the fun of it. Last but not least, I was born on January 28th, 1978.
Okay.
No, okay, I thought that was the.
No, I was just thinking 1 year older than me.
Right away, they would have got it with that one.
Who? I'm doing like Guess Who. Now I know that it's players 1 year older than me, so I know their age group. Okay, cool.
Okay, there you go. That makes sense. I made my first senior debut at the age of 17.
Okay.
I have made 176 international appearances for my country.
176.
176.
Goalkeeper then. It'll be a goalkeeper.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Maybe. Who's that? Who said who? That's what I think. Who said that? Where did that come from? Whose voice was that? Who's cheating? Who's got backup?
It's me, Ilana. Ilana's guessing, mate.
I have played for only 3 different teams in my career.
Is it Gianluigi Piccon?
Oh, you bastard! I was just about to say it.
Yeah,
well,
there it is.
I think the ruling, the VAR says Kaufman.
I'm bad at this game, guys.
I was just about to say it.
I'm not coming back.
Check it, Coobs.
Yeah. Clearly, the whole of the answer was over the whole of the line.
It was over. Yeah, so Kaufman with the never subbing points.
God, it was 3 teams.
Off kicking ass here.
You can complain. Yeah, you can complain all you like at the press conference afterwards today.
Wow.
Army Juventus PSG.
I look forward to that. I look forward to my bitter tear press conference.
How many questions was that? That was
here now, guys.
That's 3.
Well, it doesn't really matter. Ben's running away with it anyway.
Yeah, Ben's gonna win. I'm gonna finish in the minuses.
7 points. 7 points. And Ireland, on your debut, you got -1 to finish.
I wasn't prepared for this. I didn't know there was going to be a competition.
Neither did I.
Good. This is the only one. We do have the.
You're good at this shit, though, Brian. I don't know. I have a bad memory. I didn't even know we were doing the show today. I forgot about our conversation on it.
To give you credit, Brian. Yeah, to give you full credit, you did learn not to answer after getting your first negative point.
Yeah, that is true. I did realize that if I don't yell it out, I won't go further into the negative. I'll just sit until I possibly know.
If you put a footballer and say Leytonstone, I know it immediately is David Beckham because.
Yeah, I was going to guess David Beckham, but I just was like, you were just faster than me.
So there you go. If anyone is watching this and you're ever doing this type of quiz, choose a player for Leyton Orient or that was born in Leyton, and Ben's going to get it wrong. You've just given it away, Ben.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Good to know. I actually thought the Buffon one would be a little bit harder. But I'm shocked
because it narrowed it down to 176.
I thought of Buffon in my head too before he yelled it out. Too. I'm just slow. I think that's my problem. It's the old age. You get to a certain age. It just takes.
I guarantee you, Ireland. I could have read all 10 hints, and I probably would have.
Wouldn't have gotten there
left because the last one is like literally. For each one, it's like for Roberto Carlos, the last or for Buffon, the last tip is. I have tipped Vicario to be my successor in the Italian.
Oh yeah, I would have gotten that. I already had thought of Buffon when you said goalkeeper, gave it away. But I just still didn't.
What game?
Slow on the.
We've done positions before, but
slow on the buzzer.
We will move on here, guys. Poch is returning on Monday. We do have our unbeaten run to continue. Of course, we've got to be able to point at our neighbors down the road. Coos, how do you feel about Poch returning? And managing Chelsea.
Keep it short and sweet. He chose the wrong club to go to, unfortunately, but he's not Tottenham born and bred. He is an Argentinian manager that's come over here. He's just doing a job. I did enjoy his stay at Spurs, played some of the best football I've ever seen us play. Had great times, but they're in the past now. And as the song goes, I'm loving Big Ange instead. So when he turns up with his crappy team, because I absolutely hate Chelsea more than I hate Arsenal by a long way, in fact. Because he is the manager there, he's for 90 minutes at least, he's the enemy. So no love lost there. He gets the hostile treatment from everybody with a bit of luck. Afterwards, we can go about sentimentality, but let's just take the points off him and put him under pressure this season.
Fair enough. Who's next?
Let's go straight to Mr. Ireland this time because we went to Ben first.
Thanks, buddy. I think you nailed it when it comes to I don't like. My memory of Poch is going to be great for that period of time, and he did so much for the club, and thank you and all that. But I hate Chelsea as well, and I hate them for different reasons. I think their fans are just really gross. They're not as weird as Arsenal fans. They're just shitty people, and it's a club that sings they hate Tottenham at the beginning of every game, and he's gone to that club to manage them. He's the enemy now. I would boo the shit out of him, and I have zero energy to give to him. Thank you for what you did back in the day, but I said thank you a long time ago. So, yeah, piss off.
Fair enough.
They've some of the worst things, and we hate Tottenham at us, but they've done horrible things towards us.
Yeah, it gets much worse than that. I'm just, some of the things you can't say on the internet.
Yes.
Yeah, so,
it's Saturday night on Kuv and The Kang. You can say what the hell you want. We're not on it.
No, it's the things that you don't want to say on the internet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty inappropriate stuff, especially considering.
It's true.
Well, the
it's
kids
true.
are here. I can call them over. They'd probably love to hear it, boys.
It's nothing to do with the
kids. Who's next?
We'll go to the other Brian first, because I know very well Ben's feelings on this.
Yeah, you know. First of all, there's the added spice now that we don't want Poch to be the one that takes our undefeated record.
Yeah.
Puts another little bit of a twist on it. Like I said, and people know very, very well, when people were singing his name, I was like, what the hell are you singing his name for? I don't want him back anywhere near this football club under Daniel Levy. I do not want it. He wasn't offered. Listen, the guy wasn't offered the job. We never came call him.
Yeah.
So how long does a guy stay out of a club and go, well, I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting? Yes, he's all right financially, but I'm sure he'd like to make more money. The fact he's gone there has pissed me off. Has really pissed me off. I said, like I've said, when Dele Alli came back, if I'd been there when Dele came back with Everton, I wouldn't have clapped him, I wouldn't have booed him, but I wouldn't have sung his name. And I feel the same way about this, but I have been honest to myself and said, you know what, I don't think I would have booed him, but I think if I had been at the game and I got into the crowd and the atmosphere is absolutely buzzing and it's got like that siege mentality, I'm pretty sure I would very quickly turn to booing.
I think we all participate, right?
I'll probably boo him when I see him at the Scotland Yard. When he comes out, I'm just I'll be the first one going boo boo. Listen, for 90 minutes, he's the pantomime villain. I just don't care. I am just, like we said, we've got Ange Postecoglou now. I am looking that way, not that way.
Yeah.
And Poch will come here. He's tried to soften Spurs fans up with his words in the press conference. Oh, I had such lovely memories. I did it. Piss off. I know what you're doing. For 90 minutes, you are the enemy. And then just carry on doing what you do. Who knows? We could even get in the sack. If we beat them convincingly, it could be us getting the sack.
Great job at Chelsea for us.
So the sack for Poch in the sack with Big Ange.
Yeah, why not?
Fair enough.
Well played. I like that. Man, it's a dirty, but not a too dirty. It's a very good.
It's true.
Very good. That's why you good.
I think actually we should let you go first on this one, Bobby, because I know Ben loves talking about this subject so much.
I know
he
absolutely adores
really
it.
wound up about it. So.
Actually, I'm of mixed emotions. I had this conversation with the two Bryans on their show on Wednesday night, the late night show, that they do get over to Tottenham on Tour and catch that. That is something for everybody across the world, of course, outside of regular Canadian and UK hours. So for those people that are just waking up over in, I guess, what would be the Far East. So we got all our Asian friends, all our Australian friends, New Zealand, everywhere. So it's a great thing that they're doing. Get over to Tottenham on Tour. Make sure you sub over there. And lots of great content there for the evening, folks. But saying that, we had this conversation, and my whole issue is that I forced my children to be Tottenham fans from the moment they popped out. You know, I said, hello, nice to meet you. This is your name, and here's a kit. So, and then I cut their cord.
I'm right.
And so it was forced on them. They had little choice. It wasn't until the Poch era that my children all of a sudden themselves fell in love with Tottenham and started watching football and willingly coming and sitting beside me in the morning on the couch and screaming at the TV with me. And it was in the Poch era that they fell in love with Poch. They fell in love with Tottenham, the football that we were playing. So I will always have a soft spot for him. It would be hard for me to kind of really boo him. When he left, there was tears shed in this house. Little K was crying. I remember when the news was brought to me, it was like somebody had passed away. We went into mourning for a few days here. It was very sad. I personally had hoped that Poch would have been our Wenger or our Ferguson, would have been here for 20 years and led us to greatness and left here a legend. It didn't work out that way, unfortunately. So for me personally, I think my decision would come down to what is the result at 90 minutes. When that final whistle blows, when we've won, then I would clap them off the field because, let's face it, we beat you. I don't need to make you feel any worse. And God forbid they win, which they're not going to, then I would boo him with gusto.
I have to say, Bobby, you said you shed a tear. I smashed my iPad when the news came through.
Anger or happiness?
Anger.
Or
Anger. And I was at booking.com and I smashed it and it went, and I was right next to a meeting room and loads of people came out to check what the hell was going on. And they just saw me and they said, what the hell is going on? And I said, Poch has just been sacked. And they just went, oh, okay. And just walked off because they knew what Tottenham was to me. I literally just picked it up and smashed it against the wall when I heard that we'd sacked him in pure anger.
And you're not working there anymore, right?
Yeah.
I carried on working, believe me.
No, just asking.
Mate, I tell you what, honestly, when we beat Man City...
That was not the reason why.
Sorry, that's not the reason, folks. That's not the reason.
When we beat Man City in the Champions League quarter-final at Manchester, I went screaming, skipping around all 3 floors, singing, we're in the semi-final, we're in the... whatever I was singing, whilst everyone was on the phones. They knew what it was with me and Tottenham. So, yeah, they just got used to it.
That post that Patty just said, he's tragic, that has to be saying. If we smash him up, like, he's tragic, I mean, that's just, that'll be gold. That'll be gold.
Yes, please. You guys need to.
If you're at the ground and you can sing that and that happens, sing it loud.
You need to tweet that, Brian, right now because people actually follow you. If I tweet it, 3 people will see it, and all 3 are in this room right now, so it's pointless.
Yeah. I'll tweet it before the game.
Yeah.
Cute. He was cold in the comments at the start of the season. Now he's about to go to say, be nice again. Yeah, he's afraid to get booed. Yeah, fair enough. And he knows he's bringing his team in what should be a hostile environment. I hope they get the Arsenal treatment when they came to us and got battered 3-0, where we just scared the crap out of their players as they left the tunnel. Kuva, Benny was left, right?
I think he was being very diplomatic, really, wasn't he? He was trying to ease the tension there. But
this ain't politics, though. It's football.
But on this channel, I think we'll sway away from that, shan't we? Let's let Ben be particularly undiplomatic about Chelsea, mate.
Yeah, okay. I hate Chelsea. Everyone knows this story. I hate Chelsea more than anything on planet Earth. Anyone that can manage Tottenham on the Battle of the Bridge, where they deliberately tried to stop us winning the league. Ireland has said, they sing, F off Tottenham, blah, 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 with the stuff like that. All that stuff. They hate us. They hate us more than anything, and I hate them. But anyone that can manage a team in the Battle of the Bridge that deliberately stopped him winning a Premier League title, if it was last game of the season and Chelsea needed, because Chelsea played Leicester on the last game of the season, they would have lost. They would have deliberately scored 4 goals to lose. That was the mentality. They hate us. Anyone can manage that club, which tried to stop you doing something. It's ridiculous. That it's boo the hell out of him. Boo the hell out of him. He's the enemy. He manages Chelsea. They are our biggest rivals other than the filth, as Brian likes to call them. Before the filth moved from Woolwich to North London, Chelsea were our biggest rivals. They always were because of rivalry and fan base and stuff like that. Boo him. Just boo him. He is a traitor. Yes, you can say he never got the job. Yada, yada. He wanted the job. He never got it. Yada, yada, yada. But most importantly, everyone knows me as one of the hosts of the world-famous home of Levy Out. Every time us lot tried to get Levy Out sung in a stadium, what was the first thing these little idiotic flip-flop Tottenham fans would sing? Because they don't want us to get our chairman out because for some reason they don't want the chairman out. Whether you want the chairman in or out is up to you. The first thing they would sing when we would sing "We Want Levy Out" is "He's Magic, You Know," Mauricio Pochettino. Now, all those people that sung his name to try and drown us out at a football game are now singing they want Poch dead. No, I don't want Poch dead.
No, that part of that song I don't like, to be honest with you personally. I don't like that line.
He's not a traitor. He's not a traitor, even though I just called him a traitor. He's not a traitor. But anyone
that traitor is not a traitor. Go ahead, Ben.
What did you just say?
He's not a traitor for going to Chelsea. He's a traitor for managing Tottenham in the Battle of the Bridge, then going to Chelsea. They should, he said, I would rather go and run my family farm than manage Arsenal. Chelsea did work more to him than Arsenal ever did. And that's fact. Arsenal never deliberately lost a game. And to stop him winning. He's awful. Boo him.
I've got one more thing to add to it. Nicely said, by the way, Ben. I decided to justify booing him because of one thing I thought about earlier today. And that is, if I was at the ground and I saw my kids wearing Chelsea shirts walk across the edge of the stand, I'd boo them. And I'd boo them because it would be educational. I'd be booing them out of love for something they're doing wrong. Yeah. So let's do the same thing.
That's a great point, actually, Kuv. I didn't even think about that. I would boo them. I would throw shit at my own kids for sure. Here I am willing to applaud a man. You know what? It's such a great point, though. I would honestly throw a full bottle of water, even I just paid £7 for it. I would throw that thing. I'd whip it at them and disown them on the spot. You know what? I wish you had said that before I spoke. I feel like such an idiot now. I wasted 2 minutes of the show going on about how much I think he's great because, my kids loved him. And screw him. Yeah. You know what? You two are right, Ben.
Yeah,
you're right.
You made your kids cry, too. I mean, come on. If they made your kids cry in any way, then piss off.
Valid point. You know what? Yeah.
My poor mother, one of the things she did that... My mum wanted to buy me a football kit when I was little, when I was about 4 years old. And she bought a Chelsea kit. My dad took me out into the garden and burnt it in front of me and said, "We do not support Chelsea." End of. If it was an Arsenal kit, it probably would have just gone straight in the bin. He burns it in an incinerator and said, "We do not support Chelsea." They are the most evil football club on the planet, in my view, as a Tottenham fan. And anyone that manages them, we boo them. It doesn't matter if it's Poch. It doesn't matter if it's a Nobel Peace Prize winner. If it's Bambi. If you manage
Bambi,
we boo you. That is it.
You've gone too far now, Ben. Booing Bambi, man, you've gone too far.
I'm down with you. Screw you, Bambi.
Yeah, screw you, Bambi.
It's going to be some joke about bamboo in there, buddy.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it, Papa Kaufman. You sort them out. Red flags all around.
And lovely to see you, Lisa.
Great to see everybody in the chat. Thanks so many of you in the house. Please, what are we supposed to hit the like button, subscribe, something about some rhythm.
They can do
dance to the rhythm.
I mean, it's there. I mean,
Algo's rhythm. Yeah. Okay.
Just if you see something on the screen that looks like
stop talking to each other. We're all here,
Oh, sorry. They can hear us.
We're right here. We're right here.
He's so angry. He shows up late. So much anger. Yeah, he should have had a pint before. Does he know weed's legal here? He could have just had a little before he came on.
I do have some. I should just do that probably. But I'm listening to you guys wake.
Poor Bambi.
No. You managed Chelsea. We boo you.
No, she was a steak. I love these two here.
If you manage Chelsea, we boo you.
Yeah.
I absolutely 100%. Love these two comments here from Patty. This has to be tweeted out. This has to be shared. This is brilliant. And then from Totspur, you really want to, don't even sing he's tragic, just sing Ange.
Sing them both. You got all game. Just keep singing them, rotate.
Keep singing, one after the other. Flip between them. Yeah, there you go.
Leave you out.
Where are we going next? I'm not too sure. To the pub on Monday to watch the game. All I got to do is get the kids out of school early.
Are you coming, Bobby? You coming?
Yeah, I gotta get the kids out of school early somehow. So I gotta convince her that that's gonna be okay. So that's gonna be.
So you can watch a Spurs match. I love it.
Yeah, I wish.
But there's no way in hell if I wait for them to finish school, we'd make it there.
No, I know. I get it. I have no problem with it. I just saying I love it. Pull the kids out of school. I gotta go stop them.
It's priorities, guys. I just want to ask this question. I just want to just a quick shot from all of you. Kuv's taken around.
Clap or boo, Poch? If we were 12th and Chelsea were first, would that impact your decision? Earlier today, we talked about this question, and I said yes, it definitely impact it because if they're up the top there, of course you're going to boo them. Don't want them doing better than us. But for my reasons earlier, just a few minutes ago, it doesn't matter to me. It's irrelevant now. But how does everybody else feel? We'll go to Brian Daigle first.
So if they were first and we were 12th, oh my god, I'd be booing. I'd get megaphones lined up and be booing into all of them. If we were 12th and they were first, that yeah, if we were late, yeah, that would definitely impact it for me. It would definitely, like I said to you, I've said that going into that game tomorrow, Monday, I'd go in there thinking I wasn't going to boo, but as soon as I got in with the atmosphere and everything, I'm pretty goddamn sure I would be booing. Yeah. But if we were were 12th, they were first, 100% I'll be booing, 100%.
It's funny how myself and Ireland are more. Usually, Brian's usually the Daigle is more the aggressive one, and we're the calming influences. But now it's the opposite. We've got me, Mr. Wholesome, going boo Bambi and Nobel Peace Prize winners. Ireland's saying boo him, and then Daigle's just like, no, if this he's being really. Daigle, you've changed, mate.
It's a strange one, mate. We're not sure what's going on.
You know what? He's turning Canadian. That's what's happening. He's turning Canadian.
Again, you got to remember, because of all my, like I've said to you before, as a football club, I hate Arsenal more. The fans, I hate Chelsea more. And this is about the footballing side. I will boo Arsenal for absolutely anything that I can boo them for. Chelsea, I hate, but it's I think, like I said, I think I would boo if I was in the ground. But Bobby will tell you if he's at the Scotland Yard, you'll be able to find out. I'm pretty sure I would. I'm gonna be very easily.
Oh, you're 100% booing at the Yard, man. You're the first.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think you are.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If you switch this for me, I struggle with this. I might be booing our manager if we're in 12th and they're in first.
Well, in reality, Ireland, that's what we're supposed to be technically right now.
I guess. Well, maybe 8th, but yeah, I mean, we're supposed to be mid-table or
around there somewhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, man,
so
I think
that's flying high. You look at who they bought.
I think I'd probably boo him more just because it's like, he should be. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. That's I keep like flipping on it. I'm not quite sure which one I do. I think I just boo him because he's at Chelsea and I hate Chelsea. So there's a boo going. The where the boo's coming from and why would change probably a little bit.
Yeah, so you just
like boo anyway.
Movie was that one of the Monty Python movies? Wasn't it? I boo in your general direction.
No,
that wasn't. That was I fart in your general direction. But we can use boo.
I know. I'm trying to keep it clean, man.
No, farting is more funny.
I'm talking about the Bollywood version. I boo in your general direction. Oh, he meant to say poo in your. Okay, I get it now. That makes sense. Yeah. Sure. Did everybody give their 2 cents on that one?
Yeah.
Kuv?
Yeah.
Hashtag.
If everybody's happy, we can move on. If everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy. Anything else that you wanted to add to it, Ireland?
I think there's one thing just for a nice little side sort of bonus, isn't it? That if we do beat them on Monday, which we will, after just 11 games, after just 11 games, we'll be 15 points ahead of them. That's
madness. Wow. That's madness and fantastic.
Crazy. Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Ireland, quickly, you gave me some tips regarding the lighting and stuff the other day. How's it looking now?
You're looking good, buddy. You're looking good.
Much better.
Yeah, less glowing off the
rosy
face.
glowiness. You don't like?
Yeah, you're a little too glowy before. You
don't like when I glow? Sometimes I like to be beat.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Shut up now! It's game time.
Whoo! Greatest video as far as I'm concerned.
That's a fun one there. That's a fun one.
Man,
your hair's grown in quite a bit since then as well.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I forgot what
you had hair.
Skinny.
the hair and the beard.
I thought he was bald the whole time. But look at that.
It's the Ange effect. That's
there
what
it is, yeah.
Guys, it is
the Ange effect, yeah.
Yep, it is game time.
I mean, one week I'm going to be. You realize 1 week I'm going to be interrupting myself.
Yeah.
What's in 1 week?
With me on the same panel? Is that possible?
Yeah, it'd be funny, wouldn't it?
Would be.
No, I don't know. We'll go with it anyway.
Do you want to try? We can do it again now if you want. If you want to start talking and play the video again.
Well, just to see if it works. I think the effect's gone now, isn't it?
Okay, we'll try to remember it for the next show then.
We'll try to.
All right,
unless you just do one randomly at some point later on in the show, that could be.
Maybe in the middle of the game.
Just a bit of chaos, a bit of the Richarlison approach to hosting the show.
No, but we get to our end result, so it couldn't be the Richie approach.
You're right. You're right.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, it is that time, boys and girls. Let's go. Yes, Ireland. That is a production quality here. Philly,
I'm enjoying it, man. It's funny. It's fun. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. So nicely
That's
done.
what we do, buddy. That's what we do. So for those of you who don't know how Spot the Bowl works, it's very simple. The sexy Scandinavian himself, a.k.a. Kuva99, is going to go through and tell you how it works because I don't know why I'm doing his bit. Go ahead, Coops. Sorry.
It's fine. We'll go for a little recap for the rules for those who don't know. And there will be 9 short stories read out in total in 3 blocks of 3.
9?
So effectively 3 rounds.
9.
And in each block of 3, you will have to guess which is the true story, which is the fake story that's come from the mind of my fantastic co-host, Mr. Bobby K, and which is my fake story. So there will be on offer. You can either get no points for all getting everything wrong. You could get 1 point for a single one correct. Or you could get 3 points if you really nail it. But if you're good at maths, you'll realise that 2 points would never be on offer. Much the same way as football works.
There you go.
So there we go. So basically, I will read out 3 stories. You'll have a little recap at the end of each section, and then I will ask you one at a time which order the order of the stories, who's telling which one's true, which one's Bobby's fake, and which is my fake. Are we all clear? I'm looking at you, Mr. Ireland. You look with sort of a mixture of I wish I hadn't come on the stream.
No, this is in my wheelhouse.
Why did I agree to this? I moved shit quickly and rushed home for this.
I'm going to go.
Is that a fire?
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it. This is my wheelhouse. It is a skeptic's question to determine which one's the fake and which one's the real one. So I'm down. Let's go.
Oh, trust me, buddy. With our stories, it's really not that hard to figure out which ones are the fake ones.
I think it's going to be harder to determine whose is whose between Bobby and Kuva. Is probably going to be the harder one than the actual.
With this week and the level of foolishness, yeah.
All right, let's go.
Possibly, but Bobby hasn't heard one of mine yet. So we'll in fact 2 of them. Anyway, we'll start off with the first one. Moose on the loose in Stockholm subway creates havoc and is shot dead. Stockholm, Sweden. A moose, which was found wandering down the tracks of the Stockholm subway and causing havoc, was shot dead by a wildlife ranger on Wednesday after the service on the southern part of the busy line had to be suspended. The moose somehow managed to enter the enclosure that surrounds the tracks and roamed the southwestern part of the so-called Red Line with above-ground stations. At one point, 7 stations had to be closed. Claes Kiso, a press officer in the subway operating company owned by Stockholm County Council, told Swedish news agency TT that the animal had entered the Varby station in suburban Stockholm at around 11 a.m. So that's your first one. Moose on the loose had to be shot.
Found you an easier name for the subway station, but they had some really.
Well, I should have done something a bit better.
You could have put a better name in there. That would have been
They
easier,
wouldn't be moose if they were in Sweden. They would be elk.
Elk, yeah, you're right. You're right. So, does that make it a fake story, though?
We won't
Oh,
no.
Anyway, second story. We go for snakes on a train.
I've seen a theme here.
Yeah, the both animals.
On a train, on the subway.
This story comes from Bogota in Colombia. Several snakes decided it was too far to slither and took over an entire car on the Bogota metro. Many commuters and onlookers were horrified when they tried to board a train for the morning commute to work. When attempting to board, several people were seen running in fear of one of the cars. Upon inspection, transportation authorities discovered a large number of venomous snakes had occupied the last car on the train. Specialists were called in, and the entire train was sprayed with a lethal toxin that would have killed the snakes. Although the toxin was effective, removing hundreds of dead snakes from the train was very time-consuming. The incident ended up taking down the entire rail line for 3 days. So that's your second story. Snakes.
That's my fucking nightmare.
Brian's suffering right now.
I was wondering why Brian all of a sudden is cowering in a corner.
Yeah.
Sorry, this one will cheer you up.
Came in the room or something.
This one will clearly cheer you up. Octopus on a double-decker bus.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, London, the UK. Dr. Octavius, a 300-pound giant Pacific octopus, was being transported to the London Aquarium in April 2016, when a relatively minor collision wreaked havoc. Under normal circumstances, a 9-inch hole in the side of a heavy goods vehicle is a minor inconvenience. However, when hundreds of gallons of salt water start spilling out and you're hauling a giant octopus, it's an escape scenario. Doc Ock seized his moment and squeezed his massive boneless body through the tear. The next hour saw the Doc rampage through traffic before settling on top of an open-top tour bus and attacking everything that came near him, before finally scaling the post office tower, fighting off biplanes, and falling hundreds of feet to his death while holding some blonde saw in his paw while the world turned black and white. So that's the third story.
What are they laughing about? What's so funny?
I don't know why they're laughing.
Oh man,
what?
That's good.
What?
I got it off CNN.
Yeah,
probably.
That's the one I got from Reader's Digest, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
So there we go. You may have spotted some that may not be true there, which you'll be correct. The question is, who created what, and which was the real story? And to give Brian Ireland a bit of a help, we will go to Ben Kaufman first, because Ben likes to play the game where he tries to get every answer incorrect. Yeah, so you could take that as a guideline for your own answers.
All right, I'll take it.
So don't copy Ben is basically whatever.
I got that, Bobby. I got that. Thanks for the heads out there.
No problem. Sometimes I know you're English. Sometimes
very good.
Very good.
I'm going to say the one with the moose is Bobby K's. The second one is Kuva's, and the third one is true.
I think he's actually read the answers. He's going for it this week.
No, dude, we sent him the answers.
Already.
I know. We sent him the answers because he said I want to get 0, and he was upset by last time he got a few points.
I know.
So we gave him the answers this time, and he doesn't. I don't get it. I don't know.
I don't get it either.
I don't get it. You know what? Maybe it's the Kraken.
Yep. We'll go to Mr. Daigle next, please.
Number 1 is true. Number 2 is Kuva. Number 3 is Bobby.
Interesting. Bit controversial.
Very.
Probably.
Sorry.
And to finish us off, Mr. Ireland, please.
Oh my goodness! I feel like the moose is something that Bobby would think of because he's in Canada. I feel like that just pops into his head. He adds the moose to the story. It could have been a story of something else happening, but he chucks a moose in there and changes it up a little bit. Canadian moose. Are there moose in Sweden? I don't know. I mean, they've got the weather for it, so maybe. The second one
is actually correct. They're elk if it's in Sweden.
Yeah. The second one, the snakes one to me seems a little ridiculous. Like, why would that many poisonous snakes being on a train together in the same place? They don't like travel in packs.
To get to their destination island. Seriously, come on.
So yeah, I'm a little skeptical of that one too. The third one seems absurd as well. I feel like the first one is real. The second one is probably Kuva, and the third one is Bobby.
So you're copying Mr. Daigle there. Okay. Should we check the chat there, Coovs, quickly? We would be... Oh, my goodness. We would be about here. Kate, where she's finished. So from there down, you want to take them?
Kate's
okay. Nick is saying true Kuva Bobby, so he agrees with you guys here. Potato Stew just said fake. Oh, you got it? Okay, all yours. Go for it.
I've got it. True Bobby Kuva, says Kate. Chris saying Bobby True Kuva. Ash saying True Kuva Bobby.
Okay.
Spider-Man, anyone? I don't know what you're talking about. CCTV.
Whatever one of these is true, it's hilarious that it happened. Let's be honest.
Kate is dying as well. That's
Kate. If you're dying now, you wait till round 2 and 3. You better change your knickers now, honey.
Stuart saying true, Bobby, and then Kuva. And we've got a few comments about Doc Ock and Alfred Molina. I finished. Ed saying true, Kuva, Bobby. And what else have we got? Who else have we got? The first one true, Bobby and Kuva. Snakes on train, third one true.
It's true.
It must be.
I think that's kind of done it. I think I'll put them out of their misery, shall I?
No, Mia's done one.
Oh no, Mia's got one. Yeah.
Right. Oh, sorry, I missed that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mia. First real, second Kuva, third Bobby.
And then Totspur right underneath her as well.
Oh yeah, sorry, not doing too well on bringing up the comments, am I?
Yeah.
Yeah. So true, Bobby and Kuva. There's a lot of people going for true on the first story.
Oh.
Well, that's probably because it is true.
Yes. Come on.
So, Ben's looking good, and the lads below are looking good too. So
yeah.
The second story, the snakes on the train, that comes from the warped mind of my co-host, Mr. Bobby K.
Hello.
And for some reason, people do not believe the octopus rampaging up the post office tower and fighting off biplanes. So I don't know what to say.
Away, I think. Yeah.
I tried really hard on that one as well. So that was, of course, my story.
That was it, buddy. And from that round, of course, Ben keeps his record intact with 0 points. Well done to you. And Mr. Daigle and Ireland guessing the same. So they get the same points, 1 point apiece for them.
Yeah.
I'll take it. It's better than I did in the last game we played.
100%. Yes. Yes. Now you're up to 0.
2 points more than I got the last time.
All right. On to round 2, Coobs.
Okay, so round 2. Bono pacifies Bollywood Cobras.
What?
And,
what are you doing to me?
They're just talking about the snakes, Brian. They're not in front of you. You'll be fine.
Shut up, mate. Honestly, I hate it.
Just picking out true news stories or not. So the first one, Bono pacifies Bollywood Cobras. Mumbai, India. U2 lead singer and songwriter, activist and philanthropist Bono has recorded a series of Bollywood songs aimed at soothing the local snake population in Mumbai. After discovering the correlation between subdued snake aggression and music, Bono was enlisted to record an album aimed at reducing the snake attacks during many of the city's Bollywood movie shoots. Cobras in particular have been showing massively reduced levels of aggression, with bites falling to record lows, while tracks such as where the streets have no nans. I still haven't found. I still haven't found what IT support I'm looking for. and with or without pillow. Also, the Sunday, bloody bastard Sunday. No, that sounded too northern.
Funny.
I appreciate you throwing the accent. Thank you.
Yeah, it was good. They've been channeled into the undergrowth of the outskirts of the city. So that's your first story. Bono basically single-handedly quelling the snake aggression and helping the population.
I know, that's such a great thing. These guys laugh at him. Such a great humanitarian.
He is.
He is, isn't he?
He is. The second story, clearly turned up for the true one as well. Jizzy escapes and goes on a rampage. Columbus, Ohio. An extremely rare ferret named Jizzy was a store mascot and local celebrity in most parts of Ohio. Jizzy was a pet of the Jacobson family bought for their daughter. Once she grew up and left for college, Father Jeremiah decided to keep Jizzy in his store with him. The local shop was a mini version of Walmart where you could purchase most common items. A part of the store was dedicated to adults. Jizzy's seems as if Jizzy had the taste for the strawberry lubricant, and they sold with the other sex toys. One evening, Jeremiah forgot to put Jizzy in his cage before locking up for the night. Jizzy was in heaven. Overnight, Jizzy went on a tirade. He had attempted to open all of the packages that had the strawberry lubricant and destroyed hundreds of dollars worth of product. So that's your second story, Jizzy, the ferret, going on the rampage at night for the strawberry lubricant. I don't know if it's worth doing another story now. Right, the final story is Momo the monkey's taste of freedom is over. And this is in Indianapolis, where the police capture a cheeky monkey that's escaped and went on the lam. The primate escaped, spurred an hours-long search on Indianapolis's east side after he escaped Wednesday evening from the owner's property. But the male patas monkey was finally captured safely Thursday morning, police said. Momo was captured by the brother of the monkey's owner after police tracked the primate to the bathroom of a house under construction, said Lieutenant William Carter of the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department. That was more than enough monkey business for us, the department said in a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, to announce Momo's capture. So that's your third story, Momo the monkey going on the rampage. And basically getting caught after a few days. So there's the recap is, of course, Bono pacifying the snakes with his new musical album. You've got Jizzy escaping in the night and going for the strawberry lubricant. And you got Momo the monkey on the loose with police cracking a good joke at the end of it to make light of the situation. So again, same format. You've got to guess what's the true story. You've got to guess which is my fake and which is Bobby's fake. And this time we will go to Mr. Ireland first, please.
All right. So the first one, I think maybe we're getting thrown off here because Bobby's Indian. So there's like the Indian tinge there. Maybe Kuva is playing us a little bit by using that to make us think it's Bobby, but it's actually him. They had a little chat about it. So I'm going to go with the first one is Kuva. The second one is Bobby. The third one is the real one.
Interesting.
But I could easily flip that first two because maybe Bobby's just
could be a double bluff.
Well, that's the game, isn't it?
We would do stuff like that here.
Yeah. I know the answers.
I don't know how much time you guys spent doing this, but I mean, brilliant.
Way too much, to be honest with you, Brian. Way too much.
Secondly, we shall go to. We'll separate the Brians and we'll go to Ben next, please.
Okay. I think the first one is it's of course Bobby K because he's throwing us all off.
That's the true one, obviously.
Yeah. I think the second one is clearly true. Jizzy the gerbil they don't know. Jizzy the gerbil is a rampager. And I think the third one is Kuva's.
Fair. Okay, Brian Daigle, please.
I was thinking along the lines of Ireland, but now I'm going to switch it up. So he went Kuva Bobby true. I'm going Bobby Kuva true.
Yeah, that's probably right, but I just feel like Bobby is the type of person to try to fuck with
Ireland, I will tell you, and this is why I get a bit freaked out.
I resemble that remark.
The last time I did this show, I got 7 out of 9, and the one that threw me was Bobby talking about the TTC. And I got done by a red herring, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I may have fallen for it again. But yeah, Bobby Kuva, legit.
Fair enough. I'll have a look in the comments as well. We've got Chris saying
Kuva,
Kuva,
the one right above. Yeah,
Kuva, Bobby, and True. Kate also saying Kuva, Bobby, and True seems to be a bit of a common theme at the moment. Here's the first change: Bobby, Kuva, and True. Everybody thinks the last one's true. I don't know why.
Yeah, right.
A monkey on the loose that the police
it wasn't nearly as funny, guys. Let's just be honest with you.
Yeah, come on.
It wasn't funny.
Outrageous. The confidence you people have in us is unreal. Kate still can't cope, which is always good to know. Snake and Bono. What? Yes, that's the way it is. That's Mia says Kuva, Bobby, and True. Jim saying Kuva, Bobby, and True. Potato Stew is Kuva, Bobby, and then True. Chris saying he'll buy that album, to be honest. So will I.
You know what? Honestly, if we pitch this to some Bollywood group, to basically, we plagiarize the shit out of Hollywood, so why not start plagiarizing everything?
Just make up Indian versions of all the names just for a start. Let them.
Dude, we know the Streets Have No Nons is going to be a major hit.
The Streets Have No Nons. It's so good.
Ed saying Kuva, Bobby, True. Tot Spurs, Bobby, Kuva, True. Seems to be quite a theme here. It's just swapping the first two around Kuva, Bobby, and True. Davo, Bobby, Kuva, True.
You know what a disgrace is. You got a disgrace, you lot.
Thank you.
Yeah,
sorry, we got to go back to this one, Koobs. I know you skipped it, but we have to come out of it. We have to bring this up.
That's always good to know. Always good to know.
Yeah.
Too much is never enough, eh?
Just a little, hopefully. Just a little.
But where we got Carl saying Bobby, Kuva,
hey,
True.
Hi guys.
Carl.
All right, now that I've put my community hours babysitting you juvenile degenerates, I'm off.
Bye, QB. Have a good night.
Thanks, buddy.
Potato. Yeah, he's saying the third one wasn't as funny. I think we're just gonna have to mess up the true ones as well, aren't we?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That'll do it. That'll do. Let's see. None others there. Oh, we'll just go straight on to the answers. That's what we'll do.
That would be great.
Let's do it.
So to put everybody out there, a lot of people got it right. The second lot, the answers. The Bono pacifies the Bollywood Cobras. Brian Ireland actually nailed it. It was me that made this one up. Just trying to throw people off a little bit with the Indian theme.
Bobby's done it again to me.
Yeah, I got it.
I also, it's terrible when you laugh at your own jokes, but when I was making up the song titles, I was crying with laughter.
You must have been.
I can't believe you mixed out with or Vindaloo.
I put with or without pillow.
Oh, there you go. That'll work.
How can you do it?
For ages with these.
You've done this with Gable coming on and did a load of Indian dishes, but you didn't bring in his king prawn puree. What's this?
Start with that.
Yeah.
So did I get them all right in the end? Is that what happened?
Yes,
well, the second story, the Jizzy goes on the rampage. That was, of course, a story from Bobby K. we had to go with the ever popular Jizzy from last time.
Jizzy's a staple in the show now. Jizzy's going to be.
I'm new to the Jizzy, so now that I know Jizzy, I'm.
So basically, Bobby, has Jizzy become your version of Ben's Florida Man?
I think Jizzy's going to have a special slot here soon. Me and Kuva are going to address the situation shortly. Maybe even incorporate Jizzy into the intro. But the problem is, last 2 weeks ago, Jizzy was a gerbil. This week, Jizzy was a ferret.
It's a transformer.
He's a transforming.
You've got what's buzzing cousin. We could do like what's jizzing kids. No, that doesn't work.
What's Jizz got to do with
it? Oh, nice.
Well played. Good one.
The Jizz singer.
Well played, Ben. Well played.
Did I get 0?
Or do we just rechange the whole story, the name of the show to Spot the Jizz?
Yeah.
How did they do?
Might not be good for a channel called the Three Spurs Boys to have Spot the Jizz.
Oh, fine. If you want to get all technical on it.
Anyway, so the final story was, of course,
the final one.
No, was the true story, of course.
Yeah.
We've done all that stuff. We've done
it.
So, how did people do in that round, Bobby?
On that round, Mr. Ireland did go 3 for 3, obviously bringing his point total up to 4. Mr. Daigle did get one right with the true one, bringing his total to 2. And Benny is on a roll. He's on fire. Put the man out. Get him some water. Another round of zeros. Holding strong at 0. No, Ireland. Benny plays this game to get 0 points.
I know. I'm aware of it. I heard you from the beginning. I recognize his answers sound absurd, so I can tell he's having a laugh. So.
Oh yeah. And on to the final round.
On to the final round. The long anticipated final round. We'll start off with Alaska's popular Fat Bear Week could be postponed if the government shuts down. Anchorage, Alaska, a looming government shutdown threatens to claw its way into a crowd-pleasing Alaska tradition, Fat Bear Week. Alaska's most watched popularity contest, Fat Bear Week, involves residents picking their favorite fat brown bear who's been stocking up for winter by noshing on salmon in Katmai National Park and Reserve. Viewers of the Bears online vote in the tournament-style brackets for those they want to advance to the next round until a champion is crowned in the week-long contest. More than 1 million votes were cast last year. Problem is, national park employees count and release those votes, and a shutdown won't allow them to do so because it would trigger a ban on using the park's official social media accounts for as long as the government is closed. So that's the first one, the Fat Bear Week in danger with the government shutdown. The second story, Fat Slugs Contest sued by Viz. Newcastle, the UK. The annual Fat Slugs Contest at Gateshead Working Man's Club is in danger of being shut down this year after the adult-themed Viz comic sues them for copyright breach. The Fat Slags is a long-running cartoon parody of British working-class culture featuring the rather rotund Tracy and Sharon. The club in Gateshead claimed their contest is nothing more than a tip-of-the-hat homage to the infamously humorous comic duo, but Viz publishers didn't see it that way and accused them of making money from their intellectual property. Last year's winner, Big Trey, declined to be interviewed following an incident with a salt shaker. So that's the second story, the Fat Slugs Contest. We're on to the final story. Is everybody excited?
Yeah, very excited.
Yeah.
We've got the Sexy Bitch Contest cancelled by local church community. Salt Lake City in Utah. The annual Sexy Bitch Contest has been cancelled until further notice. The contest, in its 4th year now, was shut down when local church groups got together and deemed the contest inappropriate. The contest was a dog beauty competition where people would bring their female dogs to be judged to see who was the sexiest. The contest has been shut down by authorities until further notice, most likely never to resume, especially in the heavily populated Mormon state. So that's your third story. And we're at the end. We're at the end of this. We've got through it. We've got through it yet again. So just to recap, we've got the first story is the Alaskan bear competition. It's the Fat Bear Week. we've got the second story was the Fat Slugs contest that was sued by Viz Comics. And the third story was the Sexy Bitch contest, cancelled by the local church community. So again, got to find out which is the true one, which is my fake, and which is Bobby's fake. And this time we shall go to Mr. Daigle first.
Oh, Jesus. I can't decide whether 1's true or 3's true. 2 is definitely bullshit. And I'm going for that being you, Kuva. I'm going to say number 1 is real and 3 is Bobby. So real Kuva Bobby.
Okay. We'll split up the Bryans again. Put Ben in the middle again this time, please.
I think I'm going to say the first one is Bobby. The second one is real, and actually no. I'm going to say the first. Oh no, Fat Bears. I think Kuva likes Fat Bears, and I think he'd want to. I think the third one is Kuva's. The second one is real, of course.
Oh man, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree with Brian. I think it's first one is real. You said second one is Kuva because. Did you say second one Kuva?
Second one Kuva,
right? Yeah.
third one Bobby.
Third one Bobby. I think I'm gonna go that one as well. I think that makes the most sense based on what I know about you guys.
He's just doing that because he knows that if I get 3 points, we're level.
That was a hard one. I couldn't tell. They were also ridiculously vague, even the real one. So
the faith they have in us is just.
I know
shocking.
it's
This took minutes. We spend minutes on some of these stories.
You definitely did. You definitely did.
At least there was one that took me a good 3 minutes to write.
Yeah.
You know, I had to look up shit cities and stuff and everything, and just getting down here to Jizzy as the mascot. Okay, we're way behind here. Oh, that happened in his town. Am I using a version of Kuva's? Yes, thank you, Spurs GCT.
I saw the email.
Sent you an email. You got
Big
your
up,
email?
Andreas.
Okay, big up, Andreas. And here's the Chiz games. Hey, yeah, I think we're gonna get in trouble with those. Jim 6, yeah, you are 6 of 6 so far. This is true. I'm gonna match of the day and have a laugh at Arsenal. Yes, enjoy. So where are we actually? Because we got to wrap up here. Here we are, Coops. From here, go ahead.
Okay, so we got Stuart saying true, Kuva and Bobby, then BobbyK. I think I don't know which one they could have possibly meant. But with here saying it's Kuva's favourite. True, Kuva and Bobby, says Chris. Kate's continuing to moisten the chair.
I hope she's sitting on the leather sofa. That's an easy clean, at least.
Oh dear.
Potatoes, is this your first time here? Because if you would have known this beforehand.
Yeah. I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
No, he doesn't. Kuva is so wholesome.
Pure as the driven snow. That's probably at least in complexion, anyway.
Okay.
Well, anyway, right. Ash is saying true, Kuva and Bobby. As is Ellie.
Wow.
Most people hitting that same one.
Jim also, true. Bobby and Kuva, as saying Kate as well. Bobby, Kuva, and True, says Spurs GCTV. First Bobby fake, second, and real third. Third Kuva fake. Interesting. Ed saying true, Kuva and Bobby. Mia says Bobby, true, and Kuva.
I'm right, Mia.
Jason saying true, true, and Bobby.
Nice.
I
like it, Jason.
Yeah, Bobby, true, and Kuva, says TOT Spurs. Ed saying one is definitely true. Okay, I can go with that. I could go with that. Let's see, Bobby Kuva.
Yes, Davo.
Hi,
Hell
Brian.
yeah.
Hi,
Hi, Brian. Oh, you all don't know about Brian reading. We'll have a discussion regarding
I'm
that
watching
one day.
Scoutside tonight. Rez asked me to have I watched it yet, and I said I forgot. I'm going to watch it this.
Oh
I'm going to
my
watch
God.
it tonight.
Oh, dude, this guy.
God bless Brian reading.
I honestly, he made me do a Kate. I almost wet myself with this guy on the street. He was awesome.
Brian.
Awesome. Hi, Brian.
I gotta go to a hockey game, guys. Let's roll on here, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Sure,
Yeah.
we gotta finish. I got
Okay,
dinner to go to. Yeah.
Fake Bobby, real
Let's go.
fake Kuva. So potato stew. We do short stories. This is the short versions.
These are short, yeah.
A lot more.
Yeah.
The break. Like a sentence or 2 words. 2 words.
2 words. We'll do that for you, Steve D.
Oh, sentence or 2 words. Okay, sorry. We could do. Genius competition. Thank you. We put so much effort into it.
Lots of work goes into this.
Kate is continuing to splosh around doing the water world stuff.
Just making it wet inside.
It's cascading down the stairs in her eyes.
Gold.
A player just got sent off for celebrating scoring in Copper.
Read the room.
That's interesting. But is it fake though? No.
Yeah.
Ash says Katie was stealing my stick on my squirt between the lines.
Yeah.
And all right, Mia, and so people are also appreciating Brian reading. He was a top man. And I still sleep.
I can answer that. Yes, he is. Ellie. We gotta wrap up. Ireland has pretty much way past his limit right now.
Yeah,
and I know he said he was supposed to leave 15 minutes ago. So let's wrap up. Let's let them know. Kuv.
I gotta eat dinner still too. So let's
got it right.
Yeah, we basically went for the first story. The Alaskan Fatback Week is the true story. The Fat Slugs contest is my story.
I knew it, Newcastle. I knew it'd be you.
And the sexy bitch contest is Bobby K's fake as well.
I mean, he's a sexy bitch. It makes complete sense.
I got 0.
That being said, Ben, actually we'll reverse here. Ireland sits at the top of the food chain with 7. Mr. Daigle finished up with 6 points. And
B1,
Ben
B2, Ireland
gets a perfect score of 0. So that makes Ben Kaufman our winner this week.
Yeah.
We'll give it to Ireland. It is technically his debut on Kuv.
Thanks, guys.
Win for Mr. Ireland.
Yeah, you know what? He's got to leave. His wife, his missus, is probably losing her shit in the background right now. We can't even hear her.
Just looking at me with side eye.
He's side eye. So that is it for us, folks. We are going to quickly just wrap up right here. Call it a day. Tottenham on tour. What is going on and when?
Tomorrow, the late show. Bobby, hopefully you'll be with me. Ireland, I don't know if you're with me tomorrow night or not. But Bobby, you'll be with me tomorrow?
9 p.m. our time should be good. Yeah.
Cool. So the late show will be there.
Sorry, Ireland, if you need to bounce, buddy. It's
okay, I'm out. Cheers, guys.
Hilarious. Come on, great, buddy. Enjoy the game.
Ciao.
So Sunday we'll be doing the late show. Monday morning, Ben will be doing Cockerel Doodle Doo. Tuesday, there will be Anger Management, discuss our win against Chelsea. And then we'll be back with the late show Wednesday. But there's a few, we're doing little clips now a bit, so there's more stuff coming out. Like me and Ben have been saying the whole time, the most important thing is you're going to want to be watching and subscribing to Tottenham On Tour in December.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
We've got a new thing coming out we're not allowed to talk about. So no one in the chat say secrets. Yeah. And
I don't know the secret, so I'm not going to say anyways. That's in my English.
Shh, secret squirrel.
That's it. Otherwise,
hi Donovan. Oh, sorry.
Big up Donovan, brother.
Yeah.
Got to get an Anthony Gordon. Hey, Daniel's in the place. Nice to see you, buddy.
One love.
Yeah. Bit of an early one for yours tonight. Thank you all for joining us. And what's going on in the coffee company there, Mr. Koff?
We're back Monday at 2 p.m. for your usual mental health streams. talk about nice things, talk about chocolate bars and stuff like that, and just have a good time. Everyone's welcome as always into the chat, just to talk about coffee and stuff and all that shabam. And of course, we got the Brew and Bollocks podcast on Wednesdays at 3:30. So yeah, it's a good time to be at the coffee company. We're still trying to look for a Christmas coffee, so it's the journey towards that. So it's gonna be fun. So go to the coffee company.
There we go. And that's it for us, Kuvs. We will be back. Maybe we'll do a pop-up during the week or something and discuss the win over Chelsea. But if not, the kids will be back Tuesday morning with the weekly recap show over here. And we'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode of the Kuv and The Kang with myself, BobbyK, and of course the sexy Scandinavian, Mr. Kuva99 himself. Man, great job on the stories today. You fucking had me laughing, man. I was dying. That Streets Have No Non. Man, that is epic. That is epic. You frigging legend, man. You're the best. But thank you guys for your time. Really appreciate it. Kuv, do you have anything special going on this week? Anywhere you're going to be jumping on? Oh, thanks, Betty. The mod father's at it.
Just a case of chilling out and enjoying the victory against Chelsea. That's all it'll be this week, really, isn't it? So, this is a good one as well. See,
still hasn't been named yet. Still, believe me, there's so many people asking me. Like, it's going to be revealed on Twitter, like a gender reveal. It'll be like a whole. Can we name him the cat has? There will be a name.
So Bono could.
Wait. Is it the cat with no none?
The cat with no none. Yeah.
There is a YouTube secret. I have been saying the cat with no name. The name will be coming this week. I hope. We just, like I said, it's waiting for it to come out of its shell a bit and have a bit of a personality, and then we'll name it accordingly. I am trying to get Spurs themed names in, so if people can think of names that are associated with Spurs but don't sound so obvious, like Ginola or Spursy or
Gaza.
If you can think of little kind of links and just tweet it to me or WhatsApp or whatever it is, they were all going in the list. But my favourite one at the moment isn't even the Spurs one. Can't remember who said it to me, but I am loving. I want to call it from Big Bang Theory. I want to call it Sheldon.
Sheldon.
It's on the coffee company. I
can't remember who it was, Ben, that said it. But that name, because he's so shy, he's got his little spots around the house. I can just hear him going, "That's my spot."
Might have been.
Sheldon is my favourite at the moment.
Yeah, and there's Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs, guys. Get over to Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs, the channel as well, growing and doing very well over there. And they have a new lady show coming out as well, and Kuva will be on that Tuesday night, 8 p.m. UK time. So get over there, and that's it for us, folks. Steve is only slightly unsettled. My apologies, Steve. Next show, I will do my level best to unsettle you completely. I'm sorry that it's just slightly, my man. 2 weeks, come back, build your strength well then, and we'll finish it off. And Richard, yeah, man, you missed all this. It took you that long to wash your damn hair, but we do have to wrap up as I got to get going here as well. I'm going to get side-eyed soon. And Alfie, didn't Alfie make the cut? Sheldon is good.
Alfie, put it this way, Alfie hasn't been given a no. And for everyone that's tweeting me,
you said this too, Chandler.
No, I actually did say that myself. I did say that as well because he's my favourite character. Everyone that is wasting time putting either Daniel Levy or Daniel or separately, I can guarantee you there's two names that the cat is not going to be called. And one is Daniel and the other will be Levy. Guaranteed.
I like this one, Spurs. Clever.
Yeah, but then how can I say? How can I say? You don't think if I go to my wife Ilana and go, let's call it Spurs?
No, Sheldon Spurs. But the initial was S.
Oh, well played, Benny.
Hiding it within the name. That's not bad. I do like Spurs, but listen. Like I said before as well. What I have to let people know is if Ilana names this cat, we are getting a second one, so he has a buddy. I will get sole naming rights on that one. And believe me, I will get the naming rights for that second cat a lot quicker than we've got naming rights for our stadium. So don't worry about that.
Right. Or that could be the competition, folks. Let's see who gets naming right first, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium or the unnamed cat. Sorry, just need they're joint streaming over on Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs, so get over on Spurs Between the Lines as well and show them some love. I do got to get the hell out of here. So thank you all for joining us this evening. Appreciate your times, to my guests, to our chat, and of course, my beloved co-host there. Always bringing me, you make me happy.
Hey, got to have a purpose in life.
Thanks, big guy. But as always, let's hope for a victory on Monday. Actually, let's enjoy the victory on Monday. So come on, you Spurs. I see fingers warming up in the bottom. Let's let them have their moment.
And as always, Levy out.
What do I smell? What do I smell, Mr. Kaufman?
What the cough is brewing.
And I shall warm up my finger in my bottom as well.
Oh, I was wondering where your head was.
What you mean now? Yeah.
Oh,
I misunderstood.
Yeah, I noticed when you pulled it out. I thought you would put your finger in Nutella, but okay. Yeah, okay.
Leave it out.
Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.